Hello, bonjour, welcome back. This is Marino with Elegant Femme, and wow, we have really stepped into a new place here together, and we're going to continue. So you may have seen, hopefully you have, our last reveal, which is welcoming you into Elegant Femme Beauty School and our opportunity as women to really live our beautiful life. So in the last video, I shared with you step one. And step one to living your beautiful life is a very important, critical question that we require as women, and one that we continue to revisit. So it's really important that you watch that. If you haven't, make sure that you see the link here so that you can go back and watch video number one so that you really see what is the first step to living your beautiful life as a woman. Remember, what got us where we are isn't going to get us where we want to go. What the chasing the desires, the manifesting our dream life is no longer working. And where we're committed to going as sophisticated, elegant, graceful women is in a different direction. So make sure you go back and you look at episode number one so that you really see the question of what it takes to begin living your beautiful life. So today I'm going to share with you step two, part two, and a continued evolution of what you need to be aware of in the next piece of living your beautiful life as a woman. Now, before I do, I want to continue to share how this has affected me and really how I've gotten, there's a hair in my face, I think that's better, where I've gotten today. And there's something really important in me sharing this with you. You might have heard me share this before. I'm going to continue to say this. Living your beautiful life, your unique version of a beautiful life, isn't going to look like anybody else's. It's not going to look like some pretty magazine cover all the time. It may sometimes my life does, and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to share with you, remember that I said that because I'm going to be sharing with you probably around step 4 or 5, I don't know where it's going to fall exactly, why that's critical for us as women. Okay, really critical. So remembering that our beautiful life isn't static. It's not static, okay? We don't just choose one thing and we get stagnant. You get stagnant if you do that. That doesn't work. Doesn't work. So you're going to hear me share today, and this next piece is really, really important for you to facilitate the next piece of your beautiful life. Because if you don't do this, you're going to end up stagnant. You're going to end up stuck, okay? So I'll get back to that in a minute because how this worked for me. I shared with you last time the story. I'm sitting on the couch with my brother. One of the times, I do this consistently, but one of the times that I really started to make a conscious decision to step into my beautiful life. And you know what? This is a conscious decision. You cannot live your beautiful life from an unconscious state. You're here because you're a conscious woman. And you're here because you are a modern, conscious woman, committed to something bigger. Now, when I say bigger, I want to be really clear because I'm not talking about bigger, better, huge impact, having to take over the world. No, I'm talking, when I say bigger in this context, I'm talking about you living full out, all of who you are, all of you, okay? That's what I'm referring to right now. So after I had this assessment in step one, something happened. Something needed to happen. And it's set aside, started to implement, I don't know what word I want to use as, the next piece, okay? So, you've heard me say, beauty equals truth and truth equals beauty, and I promised you today. Now that might think like I just jumped ships there, I didn't. Stay with me, okay? You're a conscious woman, remember? You can follow this, I know you can. I've shared with you, beauty equals truth, truth equals beauty. That was a John Keats quote that changed my life. And so many women started to resonate with this. So many women have started to say, oh, I have a new permission for beauty because beauty equals truth and truth equals beauty. So it's amazing, we're starting to get this, but it doesn't end there. So today I promised you that I would share with you the continued evolution of that equation and how we as modern women need to evolve in that equation in order to live our beautiful life now. Are you ready? Okay, get a pen and paper or on your type pad, whatever it is you use, and you can write with me, beauty equals truth. You know that one already. Beauty equals truth, okay? Truth equals beauty, okay? We see that equation. You ready for the modern part of the equation? Beauty equals movement. Beauty equals movement. This is the next stage of evolution for you as a modern conscious woman that's committed to this path. Beauty equals movement. Feel that for a second. Beauty equals movement. What does this mean? And what does this have to do with step 2? Everything. Once you have defined what aspect of yourself you're currently denying, you have to move. You have to move. Beauty is not stagnant. Okay, this isn't some frozen picture of, oh, I get it now, and now, oh my God. No, you must move. You must move. Now, what femme type do we require here at this second part of Elegant Femme Beauty School? That's right. If you've been paying attention, which I know you have, it's your New Yorker. Your New Yorker is going to assist you in step 2. You're going to require movement. This isn't about just coming up with an idea of what aspect you're denying and then not doing anything about it. You require now to move. Beauty, think about this. Think about the opposite of beauty. And if we know beauty equals truth and beauty equals movement, you can feel the opposite of beauty. And you might be feeling this right now in your life. It's stagnant. It's heavy. It's stuck. It's blocked. It's confused. That's the opposite of beauty. You must allow yourself to have movement, to have life, to have flow, to have force in your equation in order to live a beautiful life. So here's what I'm inviting you to do for your assignment today from Elegant Femme Beauty School is to look at where are you currently denying, and then what movement are you committed to making, okay? Ask your New Yorker. Your New Yorker is the femme type that's committed to assisting you in making movement, strategic movement. So I want to hear from you. What's your movement? Okay, this is where I started looking at International House Hunters magazine. Okay, I was online all night, starting to dream about moving to Paris, starting to implement, starting to take action. Maybe it's putting your house on the market. Ooh, this is a big one, right? Maybe this is leaving your job. Now, I want to be really clear, because if you choose to leave your job, I'm not telling you to do that, okay? But I am inviting you to make big movement, okay? Conscious movement, intellectual movement, but I am inviting you to move, okay? Maybe it's your sleep schedule. Maybe, like, what movement? When you look at what you're required to assess, what have you been denying? Now it's time to move. It's time to infuse life into it. So share with me, what's your next level of movement in your beautiful life? What's your movement towards that beautiful life? What is it? Make it meaningful, make it alive, make it sensual, and make sure it's in accordance with the aspect that you know you're denying, and share it with me. I want to know. So I'm going to share with you next time what you actually need to be prepared for actually after you do step 2, because something's going to come up pretty hard, pretty fast. And I want you to be prepared for it, and I want you to know what it is. So come back, step 3, Elegant Femme Beauty School. I have to tell you what's gonna be happening next and what you're prepared for. But right now, movement, I wanna know what it is. What are you committed to? What's there for you? Share it with me. I can't wait to see you next time.